I hope you like curses because we finally have the brand new reveal for the cover theme of Immortal Phoenix, and it is the curse of the Sun God, the Winged Dragon of Ra. So let's take a look at these brand new cards, but first we're going to be looking at the brand new pack cover for this because I honestly think that this is the best pack out cover so far, and it has the brand new Winged Dragon of Ra on the artwork along with the twisted and nightmarish Yami Merrick. And honestly, the facial features really pull off a lot of weight on this pack art, and the Rage of Ra striking down whoever opposes it and whoever tries to replicate the power of its own self. So let's get into the brand new cards and let's talk about them. First off, we have the Sun God's Poet, Hellpoemer. It is a level 5 Dark Fiend effect monster with 2000 attack and 1400 defense, and you can only use this card's name's first, second, and third effect once per turn each. You can discard one other card to special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can add one Sun God card from your deck to your hand except another copy of itself. Then if your opponent's life points are at least 2,000 or higher than yours, you can discard one random card from their hand. And during the end phase, if Immortal Sun God was sent to your graveyard this turn, you can add this card from your deck to your hand. This card's absolutely insane, being able to discard whatever you need to special summon it out, so my first instinct happens to be Orcust. Pitching something like a Harp Horror or even an Orcust Nightmare is really good, but it could fulfill a lot of different categories in many different decks. After that, we have the Sun God's Destructor, Makyura. It is a level 4 Dark Warrior effect monster with 1600 attack and 1200 defense. And you can only use this card's first and second effect once per turn each. If this card is normaled or special summoned or sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can set one Sun God spell or trap card from your hand or deck. And if it is a quick play spell or trap, it could be activated this turn. And during the end phase, if Immortal Sun God was sent to your graveyard this turn, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. Overall, this is a really powerful card, and it represents what Makyura used to do in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga, which allowed you to activate any card, or I think any trap card, the turn that it was set. So being able to set a Sun God spell or trap from the hand or deck is really useful, and it even applies with the older Sun God spells and traps. Then we have the brand new, the Sun God's Terror Machine, Gil Garth. It's a level 4 Dark Fiend effect monster with 1800 attack and 1200 defense. And you can only use this card's name's first, second, and third effect once per turn. If you control a Sun God card, you could special summon this card from your hand. You could tribute this card, then target one other card in either graveyard, send one Sun God card from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, place the targeted card on the bottom of the deck. This is really useful for a lot of recursion of just random cards, but also during the end phase, if Immortal Sun God was sent to your graveyard this turn, you can add this card back from your graveyard to your hand. Overall, being able to recur a lot of one-of staples like Call by the Grave, Triple Tactic Talent, and even cards like Super Polymerization is really useful because you are definitely going to be running some copies of Super Polymerization just to push for game. Now, on top of that, just being able to add all the monsters from the graveyard back to the hand is also really good because it just adds an extra level of recursion. After that, we have the Sun God's Tortured Device, Viser Death Shock. It's a level 4 Fiend effect monster with 800 attack and 1200 defense, and you can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. And if a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard and you control a Sun God card, even during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, return one other card on the field to the hand or extra deck, and if you do, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. It cannot be destroyed by battle, and during the end phase, if Immortal Sun God was sent to the graveyard this turn, you could add this card from your graveyard to your hand. A little false illusion monster being not able to be destroyed by battle is really good, but also being a way to compulse any monster on the field or other card from the field back to the hand is really useful. On top of that, inflicting 800 damage to your opponent really equals the goal because it can help in some ways for ending the game, but realistically, I think this is one of the weaker monsters of this whole entire deck, but it's still going to be useful for a form of interruption like Hand Trap. After that, we have the brand new, the Sun God of Darkness, the Winged Dragon of Ra, with the overframe artwork. And honestly, I really love this artwork. It really pops out of the frame like it should. And also, it's a little different compared to the previous ones. But honestly, I'm really excited for this one to release in the TCG. But it is a level 10 Divine Beast fusion effect monster with unidentified attack and defense. This is the first Divine Beast fusion monster in the game, and it's crazy to think about because the last time that we got a Divine Beast card was the Immortal Phoenix, and I think also Sphere Mode. So it's been quite some time since the last actual Divine Beast monster, and it's nice to see that we're finally edging into a new territory for getting new ones. So I definitely think that Obelisk and Slifer will probably see something along the lines of what the Winged Dragon Raw received, but it's only time will tell if they will do that. Now, it is a brand new fusion monster that takes the Winged Dragon Raw and 3 Sun God monsters. And of course, the first effect is it's unaffected by other card effects. It's Winged Dragon Raw. It's the highest tier of the chart, and it cannot be affected by anything. It rules over everything, which is honestly crazy to see that it became a tower-like monster. And once per turn, during the main phase quick effect, you can discard any number of Sun God cards, then choose that many of your opponent's occupied main monster zone, make your opponent send the monsters in those zones to the graveyard, and when an attack is declared involving this card, you can pay life points so that you only have 1 left. This card gains attack and defense equal to the amount of life points paid and the total attack of all Sun God monsters you in your current graveyard. This is a new type of removal, targeting specific zones so it can get around other unaffected monsters because it makes the opponent force the cards away because you're not affecting the monsters themselves, you're affecting the play zone, which is absolutely insane to think about. And honestly, just being able to swing an OTK if you have all 4 of your monsters out on the field is absolutely powerful. But wait, there's more. There's another fusion monster, being the brand new, the Sun God Steel Cage Lava Golem, a level 8 Fire Fiend fusion effect monster with 3,000 attack and 2,500 defense. Now it takes 1 Sun God monster you control and 2 face-up monsters on the field, making it where you can run Super Polymerization in the deck, which is absolutely insane to think about, but it cannot be used as fusion material, and it must be either fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck to your opponent's main monster zone by sending the above cards from either field to the graveyard. And this is absolutely insane because it's just Lava Golem, but better. Even though it tributes 1 of your Sun God monsters, you could just tribute 2 monsters of your opponent's away, your monster, and slam this down. This is a card that relatively works with your Makyura because it sends from the field to the grave to set a Sun God spell or trap card from your hand or deck, which is honestly perfect of a combo. And you could just set the Makyura face down and just summon this out with the Contact Fusion, just like how Fallen of Albaz and Fallen of the White Dragon work. Now, after that, if you summon it with the second method, you can only special summon once for the rest of the turn, and you can only special summon the Sun God Steel Cage Lava Golem once per turn this way, no matter what method you used. And once per turn, during your standby phase, you take 1,000 damage. So if you summon this to the opponent's board, and you just say, hey, deal with this for a little bit, they're going to feel the wrath of a burn for quite a bit. And it pretty much, if you didn't end up killing your opponent with whatever you have, you could potentially just tribute all this to all that you have to summon this to the other field and just have a field day with that. And then next up, we have the Immortal Sun God. This is a brand new quick play spell that is a retrain off of Monster Reborn, and it's nice to see this. And you can only use this card's name's first and second effect once per turn. So it special summons the Winged Dragon Raw monster from your graveyard or banishment, ignoring its summoning condition. Then if it is the Winged Dragon Raw, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, you can special summon the Winged Dragon Raw monster from your extra deck, and then you send any monster summoned by this effect to the graveyard during the end phase. So if you summon the new Winged Dragon Raw out, it's just going to get lost during the end phase, but that's where something like the Lava Golem Persist, where you tribute off 3 of your monsters to give this to the opponent. So whatever damage you did, you're pretty much gonna guarantee a kill on them on their turn, which is honestly something to definitely watch out about. After that, during the main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can discard 1 Sun God card to add it back to your hand. This also works with the Makyura, so you just pitch the Makyura, add this back, use the effect, set whatever Sun God spell or trap card you have, and there you go, you've advanced your combo. And honestly, this is a really powerful card, and I definitely cannot wait to see this card in action once we get it released in the TCG. And you can also revive Sphere Mode, so that's going to be a little crazy and scary, in my honest opinion. Next up, we have the Sun God Leading Down into Darkness. It is a continuous spell card, and you activate this card by sending 1 the Winged Dragon or Raw monster from your hand, deck, or face-up field to the graveyard, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Honestly, just being able to Foolish a Winged Dragon Raw is really scary, but let's see what this card does. During your main phase, if this card was activated this turn, you can add 1 Sun God monster from your deck to your hand, and if a monster is destroyed by battle, inflict damage to its controller equal to its original attack. Then if you have the Winged Dragon Raw in your graveyard, you gain 1,000 life points. There you go. You get your life point gain right there. Even though it's the small 1,000, it can make a difference. So being able just to say, hey, I gain 1,000 every time a monster is destroyed by battle, only once per turn though, which is sad. Kind of wish it was more than once per turn, but I see the problem of doing that as much as you want because it makes you harder to kill. Overall, just having a generic way to add any Sun God monster from your deck to your hand is really good, and just being able to Foolish the Winged Dragon Raw, Sphere Mode, Immortal Phoenix, or whatever you need is really useful in some way, shape, or form. Then we also have the next one being Sun God Domination, a normal trap card, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. And this artwork is definitely going to get censored, knowing how the Heartbeat Ladies are in the TCG. Now, if a Winged Dragon Raw monster is on the field, apply these effects in sequence. Special summon 1 monster from each graveyard to your field, or if the Winged Dragon Raw is on your field, take control of all monsters your opponent controls. You banish this card from your graveyard and tribute 1 the Winged Dragon Raw monster, gain life points equal to the attack it had on the field. Now, this will definitely help save you from some OTKs because you just tribute away your big Sun God bird, chicken, fried, whatever you want to call it, gain all the attack back, and then you can also just say, or if I do have the original Raw in the field, I will just take control of everything you have. It's just like the Heka Hands fusion monster that just says, oh, if it's destroyed by battle, you yoink everything away. Or, no, destroyed by card effect, you yoink everything to your field. Overall, this is a really powerful trap card that I think you're going to be playing at least 1 or 2 of, so that is one thing to watch out for. And finally, we have the Sun God's Protector, Egyptian God Slime. It is a continuous trap card that is Egyptian God Slime, but Slifer, so now we have both of them together, which is nice to see, and they both work in the same deck. So you can activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. Special summon this card in defense position as an effect monster, Aqua, Water, level 10, attack 3000, defense 3000. This is still a trap card with these effects. If it is special summoned, you can add 1 Sun God card from your deck to your hand. Then if it is a monster and that is your opponent's turn, you can special summon it, or it cannot be destroyed by battle. So overall, this is a very useful card, and just having another way to have a way to set this from the field with Makyura, so you can tribute it to special summon out the Egyptian God Slime, because it is a level 10 Aqua, but even though it has 3000 attack, it is something to take note of, because there might be a way in the future to reduce the attack to 0. But in my honest opinion, being able to have a wave of an Aqua monster, so you could use Super Polymerization with a Winged Dragon Raw, or just a Polymerization in general to fusion summon this properly, is absolutely crazy to think about. Overall, I definitely think that the brand new Egyptian God Slime really fills a few holes that was missing, being the Aqua monster that was missing, because now you don't have to run Metal Reflect Slime, but also on top of that, just being able to summon out it during whenever to add a Sun God card from your deck to your hand, and then you get to summon it, which clears you for potentially some weird and funky little things that could happen. with the brand new lava golem, but also being not able to be destroyed by battle is really useful. And finally, the alternate art of the set, we have the Winged Dragon Raw Immortal Phoenix, which is based off of the original manga panel of the card, but also this is the main artwork that was used in Rechef of Destruction. So this is great to see that this is finally getting an update from the original video games of Rechef of Destruction. And that means I had to go back and play that one day. But anyways, I've been BoltSpider. I hope you guys did enjoy this little in-depth video on the brand new Immortal Phoenix Sun God deck. And honestly, I cannot wait to see what else this is going to do in the future. And also, all right here is supposed to be Wingdings of the Curse of Ra, but I am in super dark mode, so you can't really see that. But anyways, I have been BoltSpider. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy it, hit that like button down below. And if you want to see future content from my channel, hit that subscribe button as well. And YouTube is really stingy on things, so hit that notification bell to get notified whenever I upload. And I would like to give a shout out to my channel members, FGH, for helping support the channel. And if you want to do so as well, it's only 99 cents a month. You can also join the Discord server down in the description below. There's a link that is linked to it that you can join and talk to other users of the community. But anyways, thank you all for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.